I wanted to show you where I'm filming from. It's a stunning, amazing place. So I just wanted to show it to you. I don't know what those boats are doing there, but yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, I always had tendencies to choose the hard part. I don't know why. I don't know if anyone kind of have got the same kind of issue with this. When I choose my previous career, I went from a waiter, and then I saw how the general managers like deal with the staff, with waiters, with supervisors, and they didn't like the idea. So I decided, me too. I want to be general manager, and I want to I will be treating staff different. And then when I decided to go to the online route as well, for some reason I didn't choose the easier path, like the reselling, the marketing, the easier path. I decided to design my own website. I decided I want to have my own kind of Shopify store and do it from the scratch, and or Amazon, or you could kind of make video for any items and you can sell from that. You can advertise for that, or you can put it on like Amazon and you can get paid for that. For some reason, the easy way, it never works for me. Even with YouTube, I have another YouTube channel and it is growing and everything. It's bigger than this one, but I decided I want to start from scratch. I don't know why. I always, for some reason, choose the harder path instead of choosing the easier path for myself. So, and to be honest, because of this channel, it's not a dream kind of selling channel. It is, we live in reality, and I want to say what I think it is most, what people are going to encounter the most. And I want to be real. I don't want to guru selling dreams like what everyone else is doing. So let's not talk about that. But I want to talk about the cost as well, because I talk a lot about leaving your job and what you can do when you leave your job, but I don't talk about the cost of leaving your job, the cost of leaving the comfort of a job. Okay, so I want to talk about that, and not the comfort of a job per se, but the comfort of a salary. As much as being a slave to a salary or to a job or to a company, it is annoying. The comfort of having a salary in the end of the month, it also have got its own benefits. So I want to talk about the cost today. So let's talk about it. The first cost of freedom is managing your money, managing your spending, and managing how much money you spend in pretty much every single month. And not just every single month, to be honest, it's every single day, every single week, every single month, and every single year. So you have to really budget very carefully and know exactly how much you're spending. And once you know how much you're spending, put a salary for yourself, leave the extra aside, and put a salary for yourself. At least this is when you are starting and you're making certain amounts of money. That's how much you want to spend and how much you want to give yourself a salary. That will give you kind of like a plan and a track. This is how much you need to spend and how much you need to make as well, to know that if you're going to have money for the next month or not. Obviously, with leaving yourself the extra you can spend on the business, you can keep it as a side, or I would say just keep it aside for the time being. Pretend that it is not there till you are comfortable and you're making more and more every single month. But what I want to say is there is lots of hidden costs that lots of people ignore, like the applications, the Netflix, the Amazon, the things that you don't necessarily need. When you start in a business, anything extra you don't need. You don't need too much clothes, especially when you first leave. When you first leave, you don't need to go for extra clothes for holidays. You don't need the extra holiday for the time being. Stay away from going out every single night. Listen, it is not a sacrifice. It is something that you invest you invest in your time now for the future. So you have to really be careful with how much money you're spending, how much money you kind of putting aside, how much money, because you will need, if you are a seller, you're selling things online, or you are a YouTuber, or you are whatever, a marketer, if you are educator, whatever you are, whatever the business is, it is going to need some money. and it is going, there will be a hidden cost that you wouldn't know what it is till it hits you, and you'll be like, oh, I either have got some money, okay, I can pay that, or you will be like, oh, I don't have enough money for it, so what am I going to do? So, and then that will put pressure on you to do something else, to look for a job, to look what you are going to do in the future. So best thing is structure yourself, structure how much money you need every single month, plan for that, give yourself a salary, give yourself kind of, you can call it pocket money, whatever it is, and anything more than that, put it aside till till the time comes that you know you are making enough money that you can spend extras without thinking that, am I going to have enough money for the next month? Am I going to be able to pay the bills? Am I going to kind of maintain the business if I spend more? So once you know that, that's when you'll be able to spend more and more. But for the at the start, really tighten everything up, make sure everything is like in pen, like pen and paper. Get a pen and paper or a sheet or Excel sheet, whatever it is, and put every single detail, put every single number. And then I know it is annoying at the start. I know you think of it as sacrifice. I know you think of it as whatever it is, but at the start, this is very, very important. So that's a cost. The second cost is solitude. When you leave a work, like a busy working place, you kind of confront your own thoughts. You are living within your own thoughts for a long period of time. The meaning of that is that you are trying to spend and focus too much on your business and giving yourself that the time to focus on everything that in your business. But with that comes isolation. That you isolate yourself a bit too much, that becomes you are living with your own thoughts for a longer period of time, and that's really not healthy. For me, when I first left my job before, the first thing I started doing, it was food deliveries. I didn't do anything. I have got a car. I'm going to start delivering food straight away. I don't want to spend any time in the house. So I started straight away. But I have got loads of time in a car sitting by myself. So my thoughts about what I need to do in that, like my online business, kind of overwhelming me. Like the moment I get back home, that's what I'm going to focus on. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at my online business. And that, like, at also when I was doing delivery, I'm thinking about that as well. I'm not talking to people much. I'm not going out much. I'm not doing anything. So with that comes becoming like I'm kind of living by myself a bit too much. I'm an extrovert, if that's the right word of it. So I like the busyness. I like that. So it start to kind of, how to say it start to kind of bother me a little bit. I get agitated very quickly because whatever is in my head and my personality and everything is telling me to speak to people, to go and do things, but I was not doing that. So I start like to speak more to the family. I start going out with my friends, having coffees, going to the gym. So if you start in your own business, the first thing that you want to do, if you are not going to the gym, book yourself, go to the gym. That's one thing, like you go twice or three times a week. Or if you want to do more, you do more, but you will see people, you talk to people, you have a conversation. If you're not into the gym, there is no shame on that. I am now, but there is no shame on that. If you have good friends that you can talk to, maybe go once or twice a week, go have a coffee, have a conversation, talk, let your thoughts, let your things come out. Don't let it all just for yourself. Seriously, I've seen people who does that, and I've seen someone who actually got depressed and kind of anxiety and everything. He's better now, but all the thoughts that he have got, how to make money, how to grow his business, how to do that. He was not talking to anyone. He was completely focused on the business. It's not necessarily bad, but you also have to let that energy of the person that wants to talk to people and doesn't want to be isolated, and like it brings you to the sadness, to the drinking, to the, like, it brings you to that, and you really don't want that. You really want to everything to come out and live your life as natural as you were at work, working with people. But in the meantime, you have got more than enough time to yourself and to focus on your business. So make sure that you are not isolating yourself a bit too much. It's not bad to isolate yourself a little bit, to focus on yourself, to focus on your business, but not too much that drives you to kind of depression and anxiety and things like that. So just be careful of that. And the third cost is discipline. This is something not as much as a cost as something that you have to learn to be a discipline, because now you don't have a boss, you don't have a manager, you are your own boss, you are your own manager. You have to really be careful and set your own rules and set your own plans. So once you have got your own rules, you have to follow them. Okay. With me, discipline, I really learned it the hard way. I used to because I didn't have a boss, and I start working for myself. I'm making a little bit of money, and also I'm doing deliveries, and I have got a bit of money. So I started kind of like taking a day off, and one day takes to 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and from holiday to holiday. And that's really, really kind of tricky. Once you start doing that, you kind of start slipping, your business starts slipping. Your hard work, that all that you worked for to build the business, we start to suffer because you are not really looking after it anymore. You are not paying much attention to your work, and that's what happened to me. So things start slipping. I lost that business, and then I had to start from the start line again. So really, like, teach yourself discipline. If you are a not disciplined person, put yourself some rules, put yourself a plan, put it in front of your face every single day. Look at it, what you need to do, what's the rules, and everything. You need to read your rules every single day. Really, you have to remind yourself. Again, you don't really have a boss. You don't have someone who's going to tell you what to do anymore. You need to tell yourself what to do. You need to teach yourself that whatever you set as a plan for yourself, you have to follow it till the end. Like, I'm not saying be ultra disciplined from the jump, but the more you teach yourself discipline, the more it becomes second nature. It becomes like something that you are doing. When you don't do it, it becomes like you did something wrong. For me, when I don't look at my what I'm supposed to do in the morning, or if I don't film a video, or if I don't edit a short every single day, I start thinking that I miss something. I will be at night. I'm not doing something, or I don't go out, or like my brain already kind of programmed to whatever I'm going to do, or whatever I set for myself to do on that day, I have to accomplish all day. Again, you are your own boss. Always remember that. Put it in a big, bold kind of board or whatever in the house. You are your own boss. So remind yourself, you always have got something to do. Always, always. Plan your day, plan your week, plan your month. This is things that I need to do. There is core things. There is things that can be done the next day, or if it is possible, don't leave it to the next day. Just do it and be done with it. Okay, teach yourself discipline. It is not more of a cost, but I really wanted to put it there as a cost because it can cost you a lot. The next cost is uncertainty. Okay, this is a big thing, guys. You have to, because you plan for yourself and you are disciplined, but you don't know if your effort is going to succeed or it is going to pay off. There will be some restless nights, there will be some sleepless nights. There will be, the plan might be going a little bit slow. The plan may be not working at the start, but you will be thinking that this is not worth it. It is not working. I'm going to say something I said in one of my previous video, and I think it's one of the videos that did very, very well, considering my channel. Once you set plan for yourself, put the horse blindfold, okay, and be dumb, be stupid, follow the plan, okay? If the plan is working slowly, that means that the plan is working. It doesn't mean that the plan is not working. The plan is working, follow it, let it take its time, and it will pay off in the end. Don't rush it. Don't rush the process. Trust the process. You already put a plan for yourself. You've seen it, if it is original idea, or if it is something that you saw before and you know that it worked for other people, there is no thing says that it will not work for you as well. So just follow the process and let the plan kind of go. Let the plan kind of work for you. You don't have to change things. You don't have to check if other people are doing better than you. It's fine. If they are doing better than you for now, it's fine. Probably they started before you. Maybe they are working harder than you. You don't know. So just like see where the process takes you. If the process is at the end is not working, then change things around. But at the start, put the plan for yourself. It's okay to be uncertain, but put the plan, be disciplined, and let the process run. Put the horse blindfold for you. Be stupid, be dumb, don't check anything, don't change anything. Let it go. Just let it go, pretty much. The last thing is accountability. There is no one to assess you. There is no manager to assess you anymore. There is no colleagues to blame. The success or the failure of the business is, it falls solely on you. There is no one else. Okay, so set your goals and assess yourself honestly. If you are doing well, if you are doing badly, if what the goals for the week, the goals for the month, the goals for the day is working, is it not working, are you efficient enough with it, are you putting enough effort on it. So once you assess yourself, make sure that if there is tweaks or like changes, or there is anything that you need to add it. If there is something that you need to change it. Okay, assess yourself honestly. You have to be really honest with yourself. You have to put yourself, you are the only person that you need to count on yourself, and you need to be accountable as well. This point is really important, so you have to really be careful. And because this is the stage that your business is working, everything is working, but you need to make sure that you put in enough effort. You need to make sure that you are accountable for everything, and that's how business runs. Okay, and that's all for today's video. There is some things are not sacrifices, or there is some things are not a cost, but they really get into the cost of running the whole business as a whole plan, as a business itself. That's what pretty much it takes. If you get this core 5 things, I'm sure your business will be a success, and you will be a successful person anyway. But I wanted to be honest with people, because a lot of people put what you can make and what you can lose and things like that sell you the dream of like you can work for yourself and things. But I really want to be a reality. There is a lots of things that you have to account for. So you really need to be careful with what you are doing and what you are not doing as well. So that's something I wanted to bring attention to, and I hope you take some value out of this video, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, have a good day.